That was some really great information. When I first learned about the discipline policy, I remember thinking, man, what can we do?
Mm-hmm.
And our trainer told us that the discipline policy was non-negotiable. I was like, so I can do 10 of those things, but can I negotiate on the two others about that I don't want to do? And she was like, Mr. Johnson, no, it's non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
It really made me take a look at how I was parented myself.
Absolutely. So fortunately, in our TN Key training, they discussed many different connecting and correcting techniques that help us meet the unique discipline needs of children in our care. It was not always easy to adopt a new way of thinking, but it helped the kids in our home really feel safe.
Foster parents are successful because of their commitment to foster children and providing a stable, nurturing environment in which they can thrive. While no parent is perfect, the department has noted several qualities that successful foster parents possess or have developed over time providing foster care. The following trainers provide a list that can be used as part of your self-assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to be a successful foster parent? In this video, we will look at the characteristics foster parents possess that have helped them provide excellent care to foster children. Many applicants begin fostering having several characteristics already in place, while other traits will be developed as they work with foster children. Let's review them now. The first characteristic is willingness to partner. As we mentioned earlier, partnership is key, and many decisions about the child in your care will be made as a team, including the birth parent. It is important that you are open to shared parenting and having others' input into decisions such as travel, haircuts, or where they go to school. It's important that foster parents have flexible expectations. Our children have many strengths and talents, but due to traumatic experiences, their brain will often pause development as a way to cope with what is going on. For instance, a foster child might have the ability to do well in school, but after being removed from their home, they are struggling to focus on school and their grades may fall. If you have a rule in your home that your children must make all A's and B's, and the foster child brings home a low grade, your expectations will need to be flexible while they adjust to their placement. Having a tolerance for rejection and negative feelings is not easy. Some children may never be able to connect with you or show positive feelings toward your family. It can feel confusing to be rejected, but we can remind ourselves to not take it personally. You are planting seeds that you may never see grow, but they often do. Having a good sense of humor might possibly be the most important characteristic of all. A sense of humor doesn't mean that you have to be good at telling jokes. It means that sometimes we laugh about a situation instead of dwelling on the negative outcomes. Sometimes confronting a difficult situation with a little humor can keep it from escalating into big emotions. The ability to self-assess and provide self-care. We ask that you continually self-assess as you walk through this process to see if what is presented is a good fit for you and your family. This work is not for everyone. If you decide that your family is ready for the challenge, we ask that you maintain a good self-care routine or create one before becoming a foster parent, as good self-regulation will be necessary to help co-regulate the children in your home. The ability to delay parental gratification. Sometimes foster parenting can be a thankless job. You are caring for children who have trauma triggers, big feelings and behaviors, visits with birth family, court hearings, and medical checkups. Often these big events overshadow the smaller day-to-day moments without a thank you or appreciation. We must remind ourselves during these times that children are sometimes unable to feel gratitude due to their circumstances. And while it may be challenging in the present, our job is to provide care without expecting anything in return. We must remember to meet them where they are and know that our care is not determined by their behavior. The quality of your hard work will show through the children even if they don't say it to you directly. A strong support system. It's not a matter of if, but when a situation will arise that requires a helping hand from friends and family. It could be a relative who provides support if you are injured or ill, or a friend who simply provides a listening ear from time to time. Foster care can be challenging work that requires a strong support system to rely on in times of need. Remember, asking for help is a strength. Makes and keeps commitments. Our children sometimes lose trust in adults due to barriers with attachment, such as abuse, drug and alcohol use, or mental health issues. Foster parents must have the personal commitment necessary to provide the required continuity of care and stability needed to decrease the likelihood of placement disruptions. Maintaining strong commitment helps to build trust and create feelings of safety. Committed to developing a relationship with the child. Foster children need to feel as much normalcy as possible when they come into care. They've been pulled from all that they know, like their family, home, their pets, school. We ask that you treat foster children in your home as part of your family and work toward developing a relationship that helps provide as much normalcy as possible. And lastly, openness to personal learning and development. The world of foster care is ever-changing, as well as what we know about trauma and how it affects a child's developing brain. Successful foster parents understand the importance of continued education to identify current trends in caring for children with trauma behaviors and special needs. Foster parents must be committed to meeting learning requirements and incorporating new skills into practice. Thanks for watching.
I can assure you that perfect parenting does not exist. Most people will possess some of these characteristics, but others are developed over time. I know that I'm still working on that every day, but one of the things that's helped is going through the Tennessee Key training. I remember going through that pre-service training and learning so many things about how to keep my own emotions under control, to be a little more patient, a little more understanding about the behaviors that some of these kids experience just because of their background and different trauma that they've experienced.
Well, what I really learned from my training was to have a better look at me. I realized that a lot of my perspectives about parenting were skewed. I also learned that I did not have all the qualities that I thought I had. I actually thought I was more patient than what I was.
Me
I thought I knew more about children than I do. And I realized again that the training that was provided helped me to assess myself better so I could be a better parent.
Absolutely.
So 10 Key is our foster parent pre-service training curriculum. 10 Key rolled out in January 2020 after several years of being written to develop a stronger trauma-informed foundation for our foster parents to grow from. 10 Key is a 24-hour credit series of classes. We talk about things such as working with children that come from a background of trauma. We talk about things such as logistics and working with the Department of Children's Services, how to build resilience within our kids, but then also when it comes to discipline and learning how to hold consistent boundaries with children that may have not had them before, how do we do that with them? But also, how do we work with birth families to achieve reunification, to achieve lasting reunification, how to work towards healing for an entire family unit. So 10 Key for our foster parents is classes that you will take while you are going through the approval process. It is what you start off with. It is required. But one of the really great things about 10 Key is that while you're going through classes, it doesn't obligate you to anything. While you will be going through the background check process, while you may start that home study process, one of the requests that we make of all foster parents going through 10 Key is that you take that material and you allow yourself to essentially self-assess. Is foster care for me? Based on all of the information that I am learning, can I do this? Can I provide the home that these children need? We will also talk to you about things like self-care. What is your support network like? What are your flexible expectations like? But 10 Key is something that we have a lot of passion for. It is something that we put a lot of work into. It's something that we really enjoy teaching. And it's something that we want people who are becoming foster parents to gain a wealth of information from, so that once you're approved as a foster parent, you have that foundation to be able to move forward, to continue gaining experience, to continue gaining knowledge on how to best serve the children in Tennessee state custody.
We have learned a lot about what it takes to be a successful foster family. Once you are approved, the learning will continue. As foster parents, Naomi and I have embraced the role of being lifelong learners. In the next video, you will learn about what happens after 10 Key training and what are the requirements that you will need for training after your home has been approved.
Thank you, and welcome to Hello, Tennessee. Today, our guests come all the way from the Office of Training and Professional Development to discuss what happens after you complete this online orientation. Please welcome our first guest to the show.
Hi, everyone. We wanted to spend some time with you talking about what lies ahead and what happens next. Once you have completed the online orientation, you will be attending the virtual informational meeting, the 4 modules of 10 Key training, a medical resources and information class, and a CPR class. You might be also wondering what happens once you have completed 10 Key training. At the Department of Children's Services, we embrace the concept of being ongoing learners and lifelong learners. You'll actually hear about being a lifelong learner in the assessment criteria during one of your 10 Key courses. After your home is approved, each party who is an approved foster parent must take 15 hours of in-service training during their first year of fostering, and as a family complete 15 hours of in-service training every year thereafter. During the first year, there are classes that will be required for you to take, and there will be some classes that you can take as an elective. Your foster parent support worker will help you in understanding which of those classes need to be taken and when. The training division will also be here to support you in your training needs.
Our next guest will take us beyond training and into your home for the completion of your home study. Please make welcome our next subject matter expert.
After you've completed 10 Key training, you will continue working with your home study writer to complete all your home study requirements, and they will be in contact with you during that time as well. Once your home is approved, a regional representative will be reaching out to you to begin partnering with you on your fostering journey. They will be talking with you about ongoing steps, about being a foster parent, and working with the children that will be placed in your home. In case you haven't done so already, please click the link for the inquiry form to make sure that it is completed. The inquiry form will allow us to know that you have expressed an interest in becoming a foster parent, and someone from our agency will be reaching out to fill you in on additional information.
We thank you so much for your time. We hope that you can watch the video about how to navigate the foster parent training website that will also be included in this training opportunity. Thank you for opening your hearts and minds to the idea of becoming foster parents to support our most vulnerable children and families.
I know when I first started this training, my husband and I were not sure that we were going to go through with it, but man, I am so glad that we did. And each time we have a kid transition out of our home, it's such a joy to kind of catch our breath and get ready for the next one.
21 years ago, we actually thought we'd do this for about a year, and 21 years later, life has been a fulfillment. I would encourage you, if you're thinking about this, come on over. You'll be a part of a team that will have the ability to affect the direction of a child's life forever. Make the choice, foster in the state of Tennessee with us.
The video ends with a graphic that says Tennessee Department of Children's Services.